it was Pat, and Pat said that my steering speed, my fast hands were like too fast, but I don't literally need that much of a brake and that much of a turning. I should
slow down.
So, yeah, I think the point is that most of the time I was like, that's, for example, that straight I was full throttle and then brake really hard and then pop the brake immediately and then turn in a lot. So that's what I did. And he said that you should, just roll off the brake pedal like slowly and let the car turn in, and then just it's like more of a smooth inputs instead of like one stage by
right
and then another one.
So we have to slow everything down. Speed up the driver and slow down the inputs. No, that's fine. Good. All right. So you haven't driven this course, you haven't seen the course, you haven't even walked the course.
Yeah.
Can you visualize the course? You know where you're going?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right. You see where people are struggling? You see where other people have?
Yeah, I know.
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pull up behind the Corvette. So I will talk you through the first run, and then you'll talk me through.
Okay.
After that, you'll tell me where you're looking, where you're going. So we got left-hand turn to an S turn down a long straightaway.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have a decreasing radius turn into 2-cone slalom. 6-pack, 4-cone slalom, right-hand turn, left-hand turn. Okay. As soon as you're ready.
Okay.
So left-hand turn into an S turn. The S turn down the straightaway, on the straightaway. Pick up the last cone in the slalom. 6-pack, 4-cone slalom. Right-hand turn, left-hand turn to the finish. Okay. What do you think?
Like every single corner, I was like two things. One is that I was not even close to the cones, and my line was off,
All right.
at distance.
You didn't hesitate in terms of you knew where the course went. The only corner that was noticeably raw was the decreasing turn at the top.
Yeah.
That you didn't get the car positioned where you wanted it because when you picked up the cone, you drove at it instead of driving around it. Okay. Otherwise, you're being more critical than I would be. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean,
no, it's.
You never walked the course. That was sort of like your reconnaissance run.
Yeah, but,
so this
but I did the reverse, reverse of this course in the morning, so I know that.
Not the same thing though.
But yeah,
it's
but
all the same features. They don't drive the same way in the opposite direction. So.
But I'm not sure, like the at the S turn, the exit, if I'm pushing too far, or I feel like
we did push too far.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, the cars, because
if you started out further and made the arc bigger at the start of the turn, you would have had a better exit onto the straightaway.
Yeah, that's what I'm. My mistake is that turn, that key cone right there. I was not doing it right, so I was too late, and then I don't want to slow down too much to adjust for the next one, so I just add more gas and then pushed way too wide. And yeah.
All right, let's pull back up. Do it again. So the thing is, if you're focused in several features ahead of where you are, everything smooths out. So you say I pinched a turn, so I gave it more gas, so you're adding to the problem, and you're not getting the car positioned for the next corner.
Yeah.
What Pat was talking about, living in the moment, you have to focus beyond where you are and where you want the car to go. So that you can set up for the next corner. And so instead of beating yourself up because I screwed up that corner, because every run you will screw up a corner. And nobody has a perfect autocross run. So, you have to keep focusing ahead, and then we'll discuss what we can do better next run. Yep. Much better.
I mean, the first sector, I think I got that turn right.
Yeah,
so that when I power it, it just goes through the left.
But in order to get that turn right, you had to get the turn before it right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you did. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go like deeper and then backside. Try to backside that cone so that I have room for the right hander.
All right. So let's switch for 2 runs.
Yes.
I'll drive for 2 runs.
But I still messed up with the sweep, like decreasing radius sweeper.
You turn too early for that. You want to go a little bit deeper into the lot before starting the turn, because you're looking at the cone, but if you drive at the cone, you have a bad angle.
Okay.
So you have to drive past the cone and come behind it.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and my hands were like slowly turning towards the.
I saw you trying to make a correction mid-turn. And that's fine. That's by far the most difficult part of this course.
Yep.
Is that one corner. That's an AP1, right?
Yeah. And the finish, yeah, I was going too fast, so completely ruined my finish the last turn.
I'm doing differently.
Yeah, I always feel like the way you braked and didn't really upset the car, and you did everything earlier, exactly like what Pat did this morning.
Right,
So
doing everything earlier. Well, one of the secrets to like my braking, and like some people do, some people don't. You can be successful whether or not you do. I know Pat does. We both left foot brake.
okay.
So you don't get that abrupt off the throttle transition.
Oh, okay.
Where you have to start coming off the throttle earlier because otherwise you're going to, wind up stabbing the brake. If I'm braking with my left foot, I can still brake with my left foot without upsetting the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
But all the early inputs and the slow, deliberate steering is what keeps the car like well planted and not upset. Like these cars don't like being tossed around.
Yeah.
They I mean turn great and everything, but like if you're entering the slalom and you jerk the wheel, you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
You have to make all those steering inputs deliberate and slow and early, so that you're not jerking the car back and forth. And the faster you go, the more you have to be deliberate with your inputs. Set up the slalom S turn. Stay early on the S turn. So much fun because they do exactly what you asked them. So you see, you got a little bit squirrely going into three-cone slalom, but because I was far enough ahead of it, I was able to kind of keep the car underneath me and not panic, because that's what you can't. You have to be calm. Like when you make a mistake and the car starts sliding, you have to counter steer quickly. But all your initial steering input should be slow and deliberate. With the least amount of counter. I mean, if you have to counter steer, you have to counter steer. That's just part of it. All right, so you're going to talk me through the course now.
Okay.
You're going to drive, talk me through, tell me where you're looking.
Okay.
Everything has to happen early. Right?
Okay.
Differently at the turnaround, the slow corner, the decreasing radius.
You plowed in a little bit deeper, and then try to make the exit, like the angle correct.
Yep.
I was always too late because I think this front tire is hitting the cone, and then I need to turn for the left pointer. And
all right, as soon as you're ready. Left-hand turn.
Better there, but I still need a bit further.
Yes, yeah. Up at the top, but everything else smoothed out. The second slalom was really good. The boxes were good. And the first couple of S turns, nice and smooth. I mean,
yeah. But how did you your last two of your runs were like that after the S turn, that long straight? You can use the throttle to make the car rotate. Because I feel like, the rear end is a little bit, loose, but it was not that much.